Of Hurricane Watch. This week, we're not joined by a current student athlete, but rather a former student athlete. How you doing, Don Bailey Jr.?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
So, for those of you who don't know, Don Bailey Jr. is a former center here at the University of Miami. By said, I don't mean basketball, I mean football. He was the big guy, blocking and snapping and all that kind of good stuff. You miss it?
Yeah, you miss it every day. I think every football player in the whole world misses football. No matter how old you are, no matter how bad your body aches, you wish you could have one more snap or one more catch, but you do miss it. You miss the competition, you miss the friendships, and you really miss the games. When
was the last time you put on a pair of pads and gave someone a good hit?
Well, let's see. I left here in '82, so you go 4 years out, in 1986. That's a long time.
Wow. Like we said, you were a center.
Yeah.
So we want to go over a little bit how the center position has changed now versus back when you were playing the position.
Well, when you start back in my time, let's see, my first year here was '79. Back then, everybody was in a 4-point stance. You had the ball in your snapping hand, and then you also had your other hand on the ground. And I remember the exact game that we went to the shotgun or we went to the up stance. It was 1981 against Mississippi State, and we were trying to come back in that game, and they were blitzing a safety the whole time, and I couldn't see. When you're down like this, you can't see the field or you can't see anything. And I couldn't ever locate the guy. So I had been watching the NFL, of course, and they just raised up and went into a 3-point.
So you had never practiced it before the game?
No,
you tried it in the middle of the game for the first time?
I just figured, yeah, I'm going to do it because it was under center. And the quarterback was under center. So I just put my hand up, and now all of a sudden, I could see everything. That was my junior year, and from that point on, I never put my hand back down on the ground again. So it went from a 4-point, and then it was, 3-point, and then we go to shotgun, and now they've thrown in the dead ball snap as well. So I would say the first one's no longer around, but they added the dead ball.
So like you said, there's the shotgun snap, the
Correct.
under center snap, and the dead ball snap. Maybe I'll give one a try. Which one do you recommend for me?
Whatever one you can do.
We'll stick with
No, I think you try them all. If you're going to play center, you better be able to do. You got to do at least 2 of them.
Maybe I'll try shotgun snap.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That was under.
Now we got shotgun.
Yeah, so 5 yards basically, which would put you right here, right? You're right here. So now it's more for the center.
It's farther than it looks on TV.
Yeah. Well, you can go 3. Sometimes you'll go to 3, but 5 is about right. So right here,
here.
whatever you're comfortable
I'll do 5. I'll do.
Well, I don't know if I can do 5. Now you got to remember, I hadn't done this in 30 years, so let me make sure if I can get one of these back. This may be a miracle if it gets to you.
All right. Set. Hut.
Where'd it go? Where'd it hit him?
Really almost.
Really low?
Yeah.
All right, let me try it again.
One more time.
I need 3 or 4 more. I'm not gonna leave till I get it right.
Set. Hut. Oh yeah, that was great.
Where was that?
Like right here in the chest.
And we're good. The new thing now is the dead snap, right? The dead ball snap. It's out of shotgun.
Okay, so I'm still 5 yards back.
And I've never done it. So I see to me, the ball is tilted on the white line. And they're just basically, I don't know where it came, high or low?
Pretty low.
Pretty low?
Yeah. But what is it? What is a dead ball snap?
I think the purpose of that is that I can't leave without a good snap. So we're gonna have to get this one right, okay? I think it's a softer snap.
Set. Hut. Yeah.
Right there?
Right there in my hands.
Yeah.
So I'll snap to you?
No. Yes, I'm kidding. Go ahead. So grab it however you're comfortable, however you think you can get it.
You can't do this, can you?
No, because what will happen is if you do that, that's a good thought, but it's going to start spinning and you have no control over it. The key is to grab it how you have control over it.
Okay.
Is that how you think you have control over it?
I think so.
All right. Set. Hut. Actually, that's pretty good. Actually, that's very good.
I did it.
You did it.
Kind
I would
of.
stop right there. Actually, it was really very, very good.
Well, thank you for showing me how to snap.
No problem.
Well, Don, snapping is a lot harder than it looks. Can't believe you made it look so easy for so many years.
Well, remember now, you didn't have anybody in front of you that weighs 350 pounds or 280 or whatever the number may be, and you also didn't have to change a play or change a defense or communicate anything along the line of scrimmage. And then also remember, the audible isn't in play.
So if you were coming up now, what position would you play? Would you still be a center? Would you try something a little bit different?
No, I would try and make sure. If I could play it, I was happy there. I enjoyed being there. You're in charge. There's a leadership position. It requires a lot of thinking. It requires a lot of a skill level mentally as well as physically. I loved it. I really did. I had the chance, to play guard some as well. And when I was in the NFL, and I'd give me center every day.
So like you said, a lot of skill level mentally and physically.
Sure.
You know what other job requires that? Calling football games, which you're equally as good at. Talk a little bit about that. How did you get involved with the calling the games?
Well, it was simple. I wanted to get back involved in football. After I got out of the NFL, I took a couple years and I wanted to get back in it, but I wanted to stay in Miami. So what better thing to do than to try and get on the radio job and stay in Miami? So I enjoyed that, and I've been doing it close to 25 years. And
congratulations.
Yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate it, and I understand it. I mean, I understand how important it is, and I love it. And I've had the blessing to work with Joe Zagacki for many, many, many years, and he makes it easy.
You're still the center, and he's your left and right guard.
Yeah, he's the quarterback. We're gonna give Joe the quarterback spot.
In your whole life, have you ever snapped the ball to him?
No.
Never to Joe.
No, I've snapped now. I've had Jim Kelly, of course, while I was here. I was John Elway when I was with the Denver Broncos. So I've been around some pretty good quarterbacks, and and also Vinny was here and Bernie was here, and so there has been a lot of good quarterbacks.
Well, you've also been a pretty good center, and you've been a great guest on Hurricane Watch, and thank you all for watching this very final edition of Hurricane Watch.